What's up? Hey, welcome to another video. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Making these quick videos. I decided to make real short, quick videos to get the message across a lot quicker, and to keep these content flow going. Okay. So first of all, do me a favor and click like on this video. Okay. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel so we can give you more social media value. Okay. And right now, this video that I'm gonna rant about or talk about, okay, is the opportunity. Okay, the opportunity with social media. I'm sorry that I'm moving back and forth. Okay, I'm just trying to get into my zone here to tell you guys. Um, so the opportunity with social media that we have in front of us. First of all, let's remember that it wasn't always there. Okay, we didn't always have social media. Okay, we didn't. It wasn't always available. There was a time when we did not have the internet at all. Okay. Um, when I came in right around 2003, I started making websites for people. Okay, 2003. Think about that. A lot, some of the people watching this video right now weren't even alive back in 2003. Okay, when I graduated high school, I started off making websites for people. Okay, and I actually made some pretty good money working on doing that. Then the internet decided to go into Web 2.0 mode. Okay, and that's the current state. That's what you know right now. The current state of the internet. What you know today. Okay, with Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat. Okay, so the big difference between Web 2.0 social media, and back then is Web 1.0, I guess, is the fact that the content is the control of the content goes to the user. Okay, so in Web 0.0, in the regular web, there used to be people you would hire, web developers. I was one of them. You would hire them and pay them to put copy and paste, basically, if you would, into your website. Right, they would make a website and then they would maintain the website. There you go. They would maintain the website for you and charge you money for that. Then smartphones came out, and Facebook, Instagram, and all of these people decided to give the content, the power of the content to the people, the user end. Okay, so that's what the Web 2.0 is about. Is it gives the content, the control of the content to the user. Okay, so Facebook owns the information and all that. And I don't want to get into any of that legal whatever the hell. Okay, but just uh, let's keep that focus in mind. Okay, it gives you, the user, the control to create content. All right, that's the opportunity that social media gives us. All right, that's what I want to drill into your head, and that's what I want everybody who has ever followed any of my social media at all. I want you to get that down. Okay, I want. That's the message that I want to get across. Okay, that's the gap that I want to bridge. I want to be the bridge between the very expert social media marketers and the very beginners that don't know anything. Okay, um, basically the social media, the tool, it's a tool. Okay, the internet. So if you have a phone and you have an internet connection with that phone, you can do a ton of different things. Okay, there is so many different things of how you can make money, if you, as long as you have a phone and that phone has access to the internet. If you have those two things, a lot of times you don't even need your phone to have service, because some phones work with Wi-Fi, so you can have like a Facebook Messenger on a phone, and as long as that phone is on Wi-Fi, it'll work. So you could essentially go to like a Starbucks or a McDonald's and just post up with your phone and for about a month, and then raise enough money to pay that phone bill and then have internet anywhere you want to go. But as long as you have a phone, okay, and that phone can connect to Wi-Fi. New York City, by the way, shout out to NYC, because out there the subway stations have Wi-Fi. All right, so you can actually just link up your phone and get to work if you're at NYC. Get at any of these subway stations while you're waiting for the subway. All right. So anyway, as long as you have a phone and internet connection, you can make money. All right. There is so many answers and there's so many questions, and I've got so many answers, and I don't have all the answers, right? But there are a couple of things that I hear repeatedly. There are a few things that I hear constantly, over and over and over, repeatedly, from the people that I interact with. All right. First of all, if we're talking about making money with social media, somebody asked me, well, how do you get that money though? Like that you make. Okay. You've got to understand technology and wire transfers, and you've got to be able to accept money on a bank, on a card somehow. Okay. There is, you could also get paid cash, with your social media. My point with social media is that it gives you the tool of communication. It is like the greatest tool of communication, and you can communicate any message across to someone. Okay, and as long as you have connection to somebody else, and you get your message across. I'm sorry, I'm trying to piece this together. Social media gives you that communication tool, okay, between you and whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. So when you get an audience, and this audience, you convey your message and if you once you get good at conveying your message over and over and over, and telling your message over and over and over, and you get good at that part, that's when you get a lot of like a raving audience, right? People that have been on your social media, a few times, should be able to follow your theme, right? Anyway, so the opportunity that we have right now of us controlling the content is crazy. Okay, now it's very young. Okay, it's really important to remember that social media is a really young industry. It hasn't really popped, right? Let's think of it in terms of, let's separate like traditional media with like the new age social media, right? Traditional media like billboards and magazines, television, radio, everything else that's not the user driven, okay? Traditional media, we've already hit a pinnacle. We already know how big traditional media can get, right? Social media, it's in a very young stage of development. Okay, we still have so much more to go. We have like voice, that we still haven't tapped into. We have augmented realities, virtual realities coming up. We have, cars are gonna start driving themselves, right? And all of these, like when all of this technology starts coming together, you're gonna realize like we realize that we like driving the content ourselves. Okay, we like that, and that's why the internet is having more, not success, but we're doing so much more with it now. The really cool thing about social media, and this is the part that really gets my motor going, is that how much we can do with social media, we don't know yet. We haven't gone that far. We haven't done, we haven't pushed the limits with social media, right? So we don't know how big we can get it. Sky is the limit. That's why you have so many people start doing start doing some kind of social media, and they hit it big, and then they start making money, and it's like a ton of money, and some of those figures like scare a lot of other people. They scare a lot of other people because they just haven't heard those figures before. But in this day and age, like, a lot of those figures are easier to earn, right? And it's easier to get into the mentality of, I can create this huge legacy of followers and raving audience, and I can it's the that opportunity that we have today of creating it ourselves, creating our audience, creating what it is that we want out of and just drawing it up from nothing, and start just creating videos over and over and over, and until you have people that are like, okay, I kind of heard this over before. And it's like, okay, cool, yeah, because that's the point, right? But anyway, social media, this tool that it's incredible. Okay, so I want to gap that bridge between the people that are maybe they're brand new to social media. It's your uncle, they're 30, 40 year old dudes that are just like opening like a mechanic shop, right? And they're asking you like, hey, what kind of website, something about a website, I need help with a website. And you're just like, why don't you just get a Facebook instead? Like those kind of people, I want to talk to them, and that's my audience. If you're listening to this, and this is probably you're probably interested in the realm of making money with your social media, right? If that's not you, then this is not for you, right? My content is not for you. But if you're still watching this, it's because you're somewhat interested in the concept of making money with your social media. So I'm going to continue making some of these videos, and I'm going to continue sharing some of the content of how I make money with my social media. Okay, can you make money with social media? Yeah, absolutely, totally. Okay, and I'm going to show you all sorts of different ways that you can monetize your social media. Okay, so subscribe, click like on the video, subscribe, and if you know somebody else that might find value from this, share this video with them. Okay, copy that link and just share it to them. All right, thanks, man. Appreciate your time.